Bulls in San Francisco. He makes Buddy Hield.
Ball.
Good dish.
Jimmy Butler.
Alaba is the back cut. Vucevic rattled. And he's heavily involved.
So it's going to be interesting to see. So far, so
The month sideline due to 3 different.
you can't pay a guy who's 35 years.
And he traveled with the basketball and 18 threes off that bench. League from a 2-win. Losing 38 points. Played with an illness. Good blow by Dozier.
This is the Bulls' first 7, so he's off to a third.
To a cutting heel. Extra pass. One for the lead. Straight in 70 seconds post. Bulls are going to sack game against the Bulls. Giddey thought. Kobe White's on against Draymond Green. Vucevic runs out in post. This team that lost to the Lakers 2 nights ago. Dosunmu drives on post. At that moment, I was hoping you had some kind of.
Amsterdam is a little red light district.
Royale with cheese. Here is Hield. An outstanding shooter at OU. An outstanding. Dosunmu sets up Kobe White for 3. Justin Holiday, 43 straight games.
Recognize his name.
To Curry.
Kind of relaxed, and he just stepped back to hit.
Here's Buzelis. Split feed. Gary Payton the second.
Of his defense. Yep.
Just like his. Let's Moses Moody clear. This on the attack. Had it move on Nikola Jovic. He made the other.
Antonio, when they got Wendy for real.
Good job by Will. Jones drives. Jones kicks on his own. Calling his own. Here's Curry off the screen. Catch. Working on Podziemski. For Buzelis with the catch and go. Podziemski came back from first game now. Buzelis will not be.
Rookie team.
Yeah. Williams. Kevin Huerter off the inbound. Gets his foot. Bulls celebrate Black History Month during the Black History Day, the 20th against the Knicks on the road. Defender. Saw some really good. Tough drag step. Nice pass by Butler. Sanders.
Avocado. Oh, Lord.
BATB slip. Full name, obviously. Williams last week and a half. Huerter hassling Looney. His nails. All the right things you want for the last 7 years.
Listen, you're coming to
Jalen Smith, open floor. Waits for Jones to clear into the Bulls bench tonight than he did against the Lakers. Butler leaves it for Looney. Williams for an open look at 3. Former Bull. Decent defense. Moody.
Has spent 3 seasons as his teammate here. Jimmy's going to be motivated and on his best behavior.
traded for whatever reason, all of a sudden something went wrong. 8 games, nice move.
There's $112 million. I would have.
This is kind of a good.
Podziemski sticking with White and the size issues. Some of the Steph Curry
Now is having size.
They left Huerter alone. And
Shooters have to have confidence. You got to have confidence.
Trailer, a deep 3.
Okay.
That's
at
the
the end of the day. You don't get in the 6th pick every year.
That's
PJ Rose out there.
See, that's the vibe, right?
Yeah.
Smith powering inside, getting Hield, the 3-point shooter.
Guy.
Smith.
Boy, Steph Curry where you can. Not just Steph Curry.
Got the smaller Giddey on him, and he longest run of the Bulls season. Let's post get by. And Podziemski knocks it free. 5 on the post, inside, and a nice feed.
You got to call that, rookie or not. Call
A tight window, and it's out of bounds on Buzelis, that spin move.
Big on big screen.
Yeah. 4-3. Offensive read, open floor. Modest lays it up. Shooter in the league. The Warriors are dead last. That's what I like to hear, my man.
Yeah.
Oh, he's doing his part. Good contest. Giddey with the drop. And a nice backdoor cut by Podziemski.
Because he makes everybody else better.
White slips it in for
You're going to have offensive rebound opportunity.
A lot of trade rumors. Screen by Green.
Steph Curry.
2 guys that have combined for almost 6. Dosunmu from deep. Oh, Buzelis lost Butler.
Basket.
To Vucevic. Knocks it down. Hield, speaking of spacing, wide open.
Join us at Wind Creek Casino. And
Williams drop.
again, a 3-point shoot. Switch it, you have to communicate with Patrick.
They're pulling. Curry moves right back to Curry for 3.
It's targeted.
Oh, so it's Podziemski step back over Buddy Hield. The 3. And the foul. Giddey attacks Hield. Unable to fit at the 3 threes. It's almost to 20. Last 15.
Now you got Jimmy there also to be a.
Got 9 of them on the roster now.
Where's your health now?
Got Green, lob, Butler. Because of the Hornets' failure to touches it out to Kobe White, the right. Post. Buzelis. 6 shots, all of them threes in the first.
They have really no
chips. Higgins was to them raising the banner a few years ago.
Another good 3-and-D wing.
The West is so competitive. Curry, catch and shoot. Well, straight games of 20-plus points. The 2 on the fast break so far for the with those marks. Man, he's found the stroke. Remember, he had, oh my goodness, from way out. Few on this. I think
Catch and shoot guy.
And Kobe still has the bullet. He sets the clock. And he got the of Illinois. Three. All off the hand of pull up. Three. Yep. White leaves it for a cut. Moving. They set the screen with Moody. Predicated on Steph Curry.
He's put an offense in to get.
Buddy Hield. 4-3. Go from down 24 to down 12. There is Dosunmu on the drop. Screen into the air. Drives to the
29 dunk. The ball back out to Kobe, but he almost he might be up to the minutes. It's just getting minutes.
to Curry for the next 3 actions. For personalized notifications, exclusive Curry is top 7. It just went back out Butler. The help by Buzelis. Jones into Smith. Turn, shoot.
The ball and recognizes it's going to be a young player afraid to go. Could beat Jimmy to it because Jimmy had to turn it.
The number 5 player, Smith, guarding. Haven't been a lot of offensive drives on Santos. And
13th free throw shot in the last 2 games.
for Buzelis.
There's that split cut.
Goes Santos, another Golden State offense. It is Podziemski landing it. Jones, Herter, Smith, Williams, and get some going. And he does. Drive by Jones. Giddy with the tap back. Products like heating and cooling systems and like future Hall of Famer.
That's his cut.
Separating shoots and his work. Williams trying to slice. Curry drives. Curry flips.
And then all of a sudden he comes back on some kind of.
Here is Giddy on the aggressive. Positive and negative way sometimes. This is
ranked. And they have some
third quarter. And not a lot of space.
Just fall asleep on.
In the fourth quarter, this is what he's been. And Steph Curry is on White. Pull up, no. Herter cuts. Curry to tie the game. Here is Curry for a Warriors win. He already had his 70th 4-point open. Vintage Steph Curry. Curry for 3.
Oh my.
Here's White in traffic. Lob, Smith, tap. And Steph Curry had 20. Gets it to Hield. And he ends up. There's Green. Utah, they really want to keep their team NBA game. What a tough count. Foul on Herter was his second. If he's living at the lump, took a 14-point lead into halftime. With Butler. And 2, that'll help the Golden State Warriors.
Who's on your side? Somebody come to the basket.
Somebody got to get there. Vucevic got it back. Has to shoot. Podziemski cuts. Podziemski. Time in North Carolina. It's that league. It's because of him that the Warriors
Gave the keys to Steph Curry. He had those early 50 wins, and then Phil comes in and.
very post hits up to Buzelis. Green closes. Butler drives, draws contact. 24 a game against the Bulls, and has put the Bulls by 24 points. Oh, he's a Texan, right? Raised up, not highly recruited. Little shake, the 3. Wants to do. Vucevic with the 2.
On every drive.
But Ayo on Curry. Remember, post. Is it 2? They can throw it. A huge game against Chicago and San Francisco. Steph Curry. Tough. Dosunmu. No. Anthony Edwards went nuts in the second half. 2 games against Chicago.
Yeah, hey, that's why I came out of the sick bed.
Santos. Why not? Phillips hits some others.
You wish they would have been able to find
Golden State.
about development of younger players, and then maybe young players are going to play.
Yeah.
See what they can do. It's going to be tough.
Collins is 26. Now imagine that's part of the much of the current roster is
He's got to be out there.
A1
30-minute point guard. You want to see
the Sacramento Kings.
So that's in the Bulls. One of those guys that his minutes may be cut, and what the team is doing. If they
that deserves an opportunity and a chance. So you can keep him if you want. If Giddy leaves,
he leaves and gets in
Yep.
trades, and there's a lot of teams had a lot of people, who benefit your organization. But Ace Bailey or Harper, those are the 3 guys.
Warriors to go from down 24. Hornets and the Lakers was rescinded because of the Hornets' failure to compete. Yep. Buzelis touches it out to Kobe White, the right post. Buzelis. Curry only took 6 shots, all of them threes in the first.
When that kills them, they have really no
Under his belt and 4 championships. Maybe in the Butler deal, and how important Wiggins was to them raising the banner a few years ago.
Not the facilitator offensively, but he's another good 3-and-D wing. At least.
Absolutely. The West is so competitive. Defensive selection. Curry, catch and shoot. Career best streak. 5 straight games of 20-plus points. 21-2 on the fast break so far for the 3 times. 5 straight games with those marks.
That's 5 games.
But during this stretch, man, he's found the stroke. Remember, he had
Kobe is the shooting guard. I just think,
oh my goodness, from
the Gold Coast. I like Kobe as a 2 guard. I just
I'm
do.
with you on this. I think I'm
catch and shoot guy.
He's talked about, which is not a bad place to be. And Kobe still has the.
He gets on one. That's all I tell you. He's gonna pull it.
He sets this Moody. Giddy's got fire late in the clock, and he got the.
There's a round bounce right there.
Presented by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Illinois. White trying to get free. Off the handle. 6 of 8 now from downtown. Curry wants it. Pull up. 3. Yep.
That back or tell Boots to stay home.
White leaves it for a punt. To recover defensively. Now you got to keep moving. They set the screen with Moody. Really since Durant left has been predicated on Steph Curry.
I mean, since Steve Kerr took over, I mean, he's put an offense in that can get you. There you go.
Buddy Hield, 4-3. 12-0 to go from down 24 to down 12. Here is Dosunmu on the drop. Stop and go. Kick to Buzelis. Fakes Green into the air. Drives to the rim.
That's his 29th dunk. Gave a little shot fake. He was going to throw the ball back out to Kobe, but he almost get. It'd been amazing if he'd have been playing in the beginning. He might be. When you check the numbers, he's played well in given minutes. It's just getting minutes.
So that's the first action. Now you have to guard Curry for the next 3 actions. Bulls app presented by AT&T. Enjoy personalized notifications. Exclusive 42.3%. Seth Curry is top 7. Now Williams on the switch. Herter went back on Butler. The help by Buzelis. Jones, small lineup for Golden State. Herter into Smith. Turn, shoot.
Pre-rotate. As soon as he sees the ball and recognizes it's going to be
Need him make a decision.
Yes, and this is a young player afraid to go. Once you recognize that ball's in the air, you can beat Jimmy to it because Jimmy had to turn it.
The matchup they want with Curry. The number 5 player, Smith, guarding. Bucket of the night. He's got 4 points. Haven't been a lot of offensive to Buzelis. Drives on Santos. And
Slash. My Bulls. This is 13th free throw shot in the last 2 games.
16 for Buzelis.
There's that split cut.
But Moody gets a look. Won't go. Santos, another Golden State offense.
Got 3 offensive rebounds.
It is Podziemski landing it. Looney, Santos, and Moody. Jones, Herter, Smith, Williams, and offense, and Curry. Moody trying to get some going. And he does. Here is a tough drive by Jones. Giddy with the tap back. It's one for more businesses to make the switch to electric products like heating and cooling systems and At the assignment, the future Hall of Famer.
That's his cut.
Here's Curry, late in the clock, separating, shoots, and that is a signature of Curry's work. Williams trying to slice. It's Williams on him defensively. Curry drives. Curry flips.
Wait for the ball. They're not paying attention to him, and then all of a sudden he comes back on some kind of checks out there.
Here is Giddy on the aggressive. This is a handsy team, and I mean that in a positive and negative way sometimes. This
Come in, they see who they're playing, they see what they're ranked, and they have some.
2:20 left, third quarter. Jones trying to stay hip to hip. Not a lot of space.
Because this is not a team that you can just fall asleep on.
He had 19 of his 37 in the fourth quarter. This is what he's been on when their teams really need it. And Steph Curry is. Here's Podziemski driving on White. Pull up. No.
And he didn't box out Steph that time.
Herter cuts. Jones 24. Curry to tie the game. We're in for a tight game. Here is Curry for a Warriors win. Incredible.
His career.
He already had his 70th 4-point kick out for Giddy. They left him open. One of those vintage Steph Curry. The closeout by Smith. Here's Curry for three.
Oh my.
Here's White in traffic. Lob, Smith, tap. 24-point deficit. Steph Curry had 20 perfect play, but Butler gets it to Hield. And he ends up post. Got it back. There's Green. Kessler ends up staying in Utah. They really want to keep him. This is 14th NBA game. What a tough nice play. Foul on Herter was his second.
Going to be able to post up, get easy baskets.
If he's living at the level. Took a 14-point lead into halftime. With Butler.
Free throw line.
84% too. That'll help the Golden State Warriors.
Nationwide, who's on your side?
Patrick Williams inside, needs help.
Somebody come to the basket.
Somebody got to get there.
Can't run from the ball.
There's the help by Butler. Vucevic got it back. Has to shoot. He gets steals before. Podziemski cuts. Podziemski. Davidson in his home state at the time of North Carolina. His dad in the 8-decade history of this league. It's because of him that the Warriors.
When you know Mark Jackson was there and they gave the keys to Steph Curry, they had those early, getting this team to a certain level, 50 wins, and then Phil comes in and Mark Jackson his flowers.
Absolutely. Very.
It's amazing that he's not.
Post hits him. Vucevic out to Buzelis. Green closes. Kept the pivot foot apparently. Butler drives, draws contact. Jimmy has averaged 24 a game against the Bulls in his career. In favor of the Bulls by 24 points.
Football player, even though he didn't play football.
Oh, he's a Texan, right? He's raised up. Difficult upbringing, not highly recruited. Here's Podziemski. Little shake, the three. That's typically what Donovan wants to do. Vucevic with the two. Steph Curry leaves it for Podziemski. Couple of weeks.
They're on every drive. They're walking them in.
But Ayo on Curry, remember. Post. Is it two? Make it three. Year at Mississippi State. Had a huge game against Chicago and same for 2 games against the Bulls. Steph Curry. 12 against everybody else. Just looking it up. Goes Sumu night to the Timberwolves the other night. Anthony Edwards went nuts in the second half of his points this season in 2 games against Chicago. How many more chances you're going to get to see this guy in Chicago?
Yeah, hey, that's why I came out of the sick bed.
Santos. Why not?
Point swing in 16 minutes. Shoot the basketball.
Phillips sits in the Warriors uniform, part of the Splash Brothers.
You wish they would have been able to find
the entirety of their careers with Golden State.
You're talking about development of younger players, and then they maybe which young players you're going to play.
Yeah,
and get out here and see, rotate and see what they can do. So it's going to be tough.
Collins is 20. Still 1 more year left on their deals. Now imagine that's part of the try to lose everybody, try to trade as much of the current roster as priority.
Modest
Buzelis.
He's
got
to be out there. 30. Make a good look at him as your point guard. You want to
years ago or whatever it was with the Sacramento Kings.
So that's in the Bulls for the plan. Vooch is one of those guys that his minutes may be cut. And I think he'll be okay with that role, understanding what the team is doing. If
he deserves a shot. Another player that deserves an opportunity and a friendly deal for the team with the option. And so you can keep him if you want.
It protects you if Giddey goes out there.
If Giddey leaves.
He leaves and gets also a tradable piece. You heard his name being mentioned in trades, and there's a lot of teams. And Ayo as well. Ayo had a lot of people who here at the trade deadline that didn't benefit your organization. Whether they're going to get Flag or Bailey or Harper. Those are the 3 guys.
Quarter and a half by the Golden State Warriors to go from down 24